Thanks for watching Halftime TV. This is Leon Bailey. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Hi, my name is Jody Brown, Reggae Girls Forward.
I am Kanya Plummer, defender.
I am Trudy Carter, midfielder/winger.
I am Sashana Campbell, a defender.
And you are watching Halftime TV.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Happy Friday, Halftime TV viewers and subscribers. Welcome to another episode. And in this one, we're going to do a watch along for the Reggae Boys versus Curaçao game. Now, this is World Cup qualifying football, and I know we haven't done it in a minute. So as soon as you hop on, folks, remember, smash the like button, subscribe to Halftime TV if you're not yet part of the community. Big shout out to everyone who's been supporting us over the last couple of months/weeks. We appreciate all the love that you continue to pour down on Halftime TV. All right. I know we've started a couple minutes late, so what I'll be doing is I'll be jumping over to the starting lineup for each team. In the meantime, between time, we have a poll running as well. Bless up, everybody. Who's that? Bless up, bless fell in the comment section. We have a poll running, as I said. Please ensure that you go ahead and vote right now. Who will win this one, Jamaica or Curaçao, is the question. And if you are not hearing me, please let me know in the comment section. I expect it to be clear. How's the audio on your end? Let me know. Big shout out to the entire African massive that's tuned into Halftime TV. We have over 1 million viewers from the continent of Africa over the last couple of weeks. So big up on yourself as well, Africa. For those in North America, we haven't forgotten you. Big up on yourself as well. Big up the entire Jamaican massive that's tuned into Halftime TV, whether it's track and field, whether it's cricket, whether it's football. You're always here, and you're always curious to hear what our thoughts are on these different sports. All right, remember, as is customary here, keep those flags coming in the comment section. We know that's how we create a little bit of vibe over here at Halftime TV. Keep your flags coming in. Let us know where you're tuning in from. You may very well be Jamaican, but you're tuning in from somewhere else in the world. So drop your flag in the comment section. Let's hear where you're tuning in from. As I said, we haven't done watch along for football in a minute because of the busy schedule that we've had over the last couple of months. But we're here and we're back at it. So big up, everybody. Thank you so very much for joining us. This is a family channel, so please ensure that you keep it respectful in the comment section. We want to be able to show Halftime TV on living rooms all across the world. And it's a Friday evening. I trust everyone had a productive week. So as a matter of fact, I won't even go any further. Let's jump over to the starting lineup and what it looks like. Who are the starters who will be going out and representing Jamaica? Let's get to it. All right. Zoom it in a little bit. All right, let me know if you can see my screen, folks. Let me know if you can see the screen. Let me know if you can see the screen as we go through the starting lineup for both teams. Please let me know if you can see the screen. Drop a fire emoji in the comment section or drop a flag in the comment section. Either one works. I just want to ensure that you're able to see the screen as who the starters are for the Jamaican national team, as well as Curaçao. All right, so the starters, starting with Curaçao, we have Room in goal. We have Obispo, partnered with Brennett, center half pair in there. Gary, left back, and Sambo, right back. In midfield, we have Bakuna. We have both Bakuna brothers, as a matter of fact. So we have Leandro Bakuna and we have Junino Bakuna. Comenencia in that number. We're in that number 8. He's in midfield as well as the 3. Hansen on the left, Locadia in the middle, and Margarita. What a cool name, eh? is straight down the middle. That's the 11 from Curacao. As I said in the preview to this one, Curacao is ranked 84th in the FIFA ranking, and coming into this game, a lot of the fans, especially the Jamaican fans, they will be looking at it and thinking, if we're to go by the names that are lining up for Curacao, it should be a win for Jamaica, but football is played on the day. So regardless of the names that are available or the names that are on the pitch at any given time, it's a team that shows up to play, and we're hoping the Jamaican team shows up to play this evening, because if not, then they'll be in serious trouble, because this Curacao team, they can play football, right? They are a footballing team. They know how to play good football, and if Jamaica drops their guard, they will be punished. I can tell you straight off the bat. All right. Who is lining up for the Reggae Boys? And remember, this is halftime TV. We have all the props here. If we go crazy during the game, don't be surprised. Let me tell you from now, you won't see us crying, but again, when we watch football, we get a little bit super passionate. A lot of us in the stands cheering. Yeah, man, big up to Shima Scott. Big up, and big up to everybody who is in the stands cheering right now. We're in the stands right now. Godfrey, big up. We have 100 of you on the live stream already. Remember, smash the like button if you're new to Halftime TV. People, show the video some love real quick. Let's get that algorithm going. For Jamaica, we have Andre Blake back in goal. Remember, the last time out, he was injured, and as such, he didn't end up playing. He wasn't part of the setup last time out. So Andre Blake back in goal. So the center half pairing, and I think this is one that will have a lot of folks saying this will have a lot of tongues wagging. The center half pairing, Richard King and Ethan Pinnock. So Richard King and Ethan Pinnock. That's the center half pairing. We have Dexter Lembikisa in there, and we also have Amari Bell lining up as well. Now, when we move up to midfield, we have Jonathan Russell, and I've said it before, Jonathan Russell is a goal-scoring midfielder. I don't know, off late, and I think the Jamaican fans, they've gotten this quick affinity to this particular player, but whenever he plays, he scores, and I think that's always good for a player who is only now getting the caps under his belt. He's new to the Jamaican team, so it's always good to get off to the best possible start, and I think that's what's happened with Jonathan Russell. So he's in. Another person who hadn't been in the team for a minute due to injury is Bobby Reid. He's been scoring goals. He's been back amongst the goals lately, and he's back in the Jamaican national starting lineup, wearing that number 10 jersey tonight. Bobby D. Cordova-Reid, he's there. I was hoping Leon was there, but I saw Dujan like up a problem. All right, big up. Ian Frey. Yep, so Ian Frey, he's in. I think this should be, yeah, this is probably his first appearance for Jamaica. But Ian Frey is in. The Inter Miami youngster. Well, youngster in football now is kind of weird to say it, because when we see Lamine Yamal at 18 years old and what he's doing, and we see Estevao at 18 and what he's doing as well. I won't say youngster, but Ian Frey out of Inter Miami, he is in. We don't never seen him. I've never seen him start for Jamaica. Someone in the comment section let me know, but I've never seen him start for Jamaica. Cephas, he's starting on the left again. Brownman, the infamous Bailey Kadimaturi, he starts in the middle, and on the right hand side we have Tyrese Campbell. Tyrese Campbell, he looked good last time out, and is Dixon in the lineup? No, Kane Dixon is not in the lineup. So I think Tyrese Campbell in that number 7 jersey, and filling in for Leon Bailey in that right flank position. He looked good last time out, and I think this time out, starting him, I don't have any qualms with that. But I'm going to turn it over to you, the viewers. Let's keep the conversation going in the comment section. What are your thoughts on this lineup that Coach Steve McLaren has put out for us? Andre Blake, Amari Bell, Ian Frey, Richard King, Ethan Pinnock, Dexter Lembikisa, Bobby D. Cordova-Reid, Jonathan Russell, Bailey Kadimatri, Cephas, and Tyrese Campbell. So those are the starters. That's Jamaica's 11. For Curacao, we have room. Hopefully leave some room in goal so Jamaica can score this evening. We have Sambo Brennett, Obispo, Gary Bakuna brothers, Comenencia, Locadia, it's not in the lineup, Margarita, and Hansen. Expect Bakuna to be closer to Locadia in that. Again, you see he wears the number 10, so I think it should explain how close he'll be playing up here. But yeah, Bakuna will be here. He'll be here for most of the game. Okay, zoom it out a little bit, All right, so this is what the table looks like right now, people. This is what the table looks like right now. So Jamaica, win. The last two games, win. And this was Bermuda, and then we played Trinidad and Tobago. 6 goals scored, 0 goals conceded. Curacao, this was Trinidad and Tobago. They drew 0-0, and against Curacao 3-2. Now we have Trinidad and Tobago currently leading. So Trinidad and Tobago currently leading Bermuda by 2-0. So Bermuda, the base of the table right now. Bermuda, base of the table right now. We can look over there and see what's happening. All right, let's catch this last part of the Trinidad game, and then we'll jump over to sketch the last part of the Trinidad game, and then we'll jump over to the Jamaica versus Curacao game. So that's Trinidad and Tobago versus Bermuda while we get ready for Jamaica versus Curacao. As I said, folks, if you haven't done so as yet, go ahead and vote. Let's hear what your predictions are for Jamaica versus Curacao. We've only gotten 91 votes. We have 18 likes on the video. Come on, let's get this video to at least 100 likes real quick. 92 votes now. So we have 80% of the folks saying Jamaica to win it. We have 20% saying Curacao to win it. But yeah, this game should be very intriguing. As always, we want to see Jamaica win, but you know how it goes. We always provide objective analysis. So if Jamaica isn't playing football, we're going to tell you that they aren't playing football. And this is a watch along, folks. So don't come on here and cuss out halftime TV saying, hey, we aren't able to see the game. No, let me tell you straight off the bat, this is a watch along. So we will be providing commentary while the game ensues. So Trinidad and Tobago leading. All right, just so you know, folks, just so you know, folks, I have a tendency of beating the pod covers. So if you hear the pod covers come out, don't be surprised. All right, make some noise in the place. It's a Friday evening, you know. It's a Friday evening. So let's have some fun. Let's watch some football together and hold a vibe. Though 150 of you on a live stream. Come on. Just over 20 likes. Come on, people. You can do better than that. Like, you don't see halftime TV doing the football live streams very often, or at least I haven't done so in quite a minute. So you should be showing some love to this video right now. You should be showing some love to this video right now. Let's get it to the top. We're 6 minutes away from Jamaica versus Curacao. As things stand right now, the other two teams in the group, they're the ones that you're seeing on the screen. It's Trinidad and Tobago versus Bermuda. It's halftime. The statistics are on your screen. You can see 2 goals from Trinidad and Tobago with 56.5% possession. Shots on target, 3 from Trinidad and Tobago, 3 from Bermuda. Corners, 1 from Trinidad and Tobago, 2 from Bermuda. But here you see it. What matters most, the goals. And Trinidad, as things stand, they're looking to shuffle themselves up to second place because they would now have 2 goals clear. They would now have 2 goals clear or 0 goals. Yeah. Well, they would still won't get in second place. Yeah, I think they would get in second place. No, wouldn't get in second place because they conceded 2 goals against Jamaica, so it'd still be a win and a draw and 0 goal difference. All right. 5 minutes to go before Jamaica versus Curacao. As I said, 2-0 down for Bermuda. Looks as if they're out of it now, if I'm to be frank. In the other game, Suriname, they're down 1-0 against Guatemala. That game is just about done, really. Just about done. In the other games that happened a little bit earlier, you can see the scores to the side there. So Spicer and Dante Seeley getting the goals for Trinidad and Tobago. All right, now let's get over to Jamaica. This is the table. This is the table this is the table before this game. So 45 minutes in for Trinidad and Tobago, 45 minutes away from their first win of these World Cup qualifiers. 10,000 capacity in the stadium. 10,000 capacity. Jamaica is the away team. Naturally, most of you would have known that. Let's do some head-to-head. So the teams have played twice. The teams have played twice in the past. 1-1 in 2019, and in 2017, Jamaica beat them 2-0. So as far as rivalries go, I wouldn't call this one a rivalry because again, Jamaica hasn't played Curacao that often. Only 2 occasions in the past have these teams met, and both of them have come in the Gold Cup, as you can see here, the CONCACAF Gold Cup. Jamaica 2-0 in 2017 version of the Gold Cup, and in 2019 it was 1-1. So Jamaica currently has never lost to Curaçao. You can see the odds here. Curaçao to win, huge. Jamaica to win, 230. So you still get good returns if you bet on Jamaica to win, and if you bet on it being a draw, you still collect. Well, this is not. These odds aren't bad, you know. These odds aren't bad. I wonder who they are. Sports what? Interaction. Not bad odds at all, people. Not bad odds at all. But yeah, man, big shout out to everybody. Big shout out to everybody, and keep on smashing the like button. Keep on showing your support to the halftime TV movement. I know you go on YouTube right now, and you should see like about 50 or 60 different live streams with the Reggae Boys game. Right? I know. Hmm. All right. As we speak, the teams are making their way out onto the pitch. As we speak, the teams are making their way out onto the pitch. It's Jamaica versus Curacao. The weather in Curacao, 88 degrees Fahrenheit, a little bit of wind, 74% chance of precipitation. Starting lineups on your screen. Bench below. So on the bench for Jamaica, Jamali Waite, Tafari Chambers, Damian Lowe, Greg Lay, Joey Latibodier, Mason Holgate, Joshawn Anglin, Karai Anderson, Dushan Richards, Kaheem Dixon, Roman Burrell, and Shamar Nicholson. Taif Chung, one of the more dangerous players for the Curacao setup. He's injured until late December. So that's when he's expected to return. So for those who are expecting to see Chung, unfortunately, he won't be here this evening. Dick Advocat, if you don't know the name, if you're not familiar with him, backtrack to a couple of years ago in the English Premier League. He was there. He was there. Dutch manager. Managed some big clubs, and he's here now managing Curacao, trying to get them to a World Cup. Jamaica's coach, Steve McLaren, of course. Curacao on the bench going through. We have Merencia, Dornbush, Jaden Candelaria. We have Bazur, Ijma, Martha. Take down. Oh, I didn't even realize that it was Trinidad. Thank you. Can you imagine? All right. So on your screen now, that's the lineup for that's the lineup as well as the bench folks slash injury list for Jamaica and Curacao. Okay. So Ian Frey, he's in the lineup, starting tonight. Must be proud. Cephas, hopefully his decision making is a little bit better this evening than it has been in the past. Richard King, he's there as the national anthem sounds around the stadium in Curaçao. The players belt out Jamaica land we love on a cool night in Curaçao. Only 10,000 the capacity, so not the biggest of stadiums. Keep on voting, folks. Keep on voting. We have 179 votes in, 82% saying Jamaica. 82% saying Jamaica, 18% saying Curacao. Who will win? It's Jamaica versus Curacao. It's the World Cup qualifiers. The top of the table clash. Jamaica on 6 points, Curacao on 4 points. Both teams will be looking to get on top of the table. Looking to get on top of the table, both teams here. So we're underway, folks. So if you're just joining us, we're underway. The game has kicked off. The Jamaica kicking from east to west. It's 0-0. Yeah. VAR. We have Pineda and Monge, both out of Costa Rica, in the VAR room this evening. As I said, we cannot underestimate this Curacao team, because if we do, then we will be punished. But we like the good football still, either way. So throw into Jamaica right now. It's been a steady start for both teams so far. Curacao holding their ground. Jamaica ensuring that the players get a touch of the ball, recycling it well, breaking up all the combinations that Curacao is attempting to put together. But I think so far it looks quite balanced. I know a lot of the lot of the players haven't really settled as yet, but still, it looks a good start so far. All right. So far, it looks a good start. Andre Blake, evidently not one of his strong suits in the modern game, where people, especially the fans and the pundits, they want their goalkeepers to be extremely strong with their feet. Not Andre Blake, and that's one of the reasons for that throw that Curacao just got. But they said it's grass, but this very well looks like it's artificial surface, especially how it's marked. But we'll see. It looks like artificial surface, if I'm to be frank. This grass is too green. So grass is greener on the other side. But yeah, good pressure coming in the early stages here from Bailey Kadimatri. We know he's always hustling Tyrese Campbell almost in on that play, but good defending from the Curacao team to get it clear and to get it upfield. I tell you what, in the opening 5 minutes of this game, both teams look equally matched. Opening 5 minutes, they look equally matched, if I'm to be honest with you. Opening 5 minutes, both teams look equally matched. Reggae Boys know that they can afford a draw. Curacao, they're in front of a home crowd, and there are a lot of Curacao fans in the stands. Let me just tell you straight out of the bat, they've received healthy support in this game. Right now, I can see them in the stands. Lots of blue, and they've started off accordingly. They've started off like the home team. Lots of support. Let me tell you straight off the bat, people. That's how I want the National Stadium to look in a couple of days. National Stadium should look like this in a couple of days, people. So to the right, you can see the play-by-play tracker. To the right, play-by-play tracker. Bailey Kadimatri again giving the defenders work to do, keeping them honest. He and John Russell. So the pair of brown men, as the folks in Jamaica call them, brown man 1 and brown man 2, directly link to watch a match. But it's Papiamento. I don't think we're able to show the game live. If we show the game live, it probably gets struck by YouTube. But good run from Tyrese Campbell there. Goal kick to Curaçao as he got in behind the defender and got his shot in, but it was over the top of the goal. Jamaica's new number 7 causing some problems at the beginning of this one. Yeah. Remember, people, get your votes in. Get your votes in. Get your votes in, people. Just about 9 minutes gone in this one. It's Jamaica 0. It's Curaçao 0. This game is being played in Curaçao. The top of the table clash in this, the 2026 World Cup qualifiers. 2026 FIFA CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers. It's Jamaica 0, Curaçao 0. 9.5 minutes gone in this game so far. Jamaica is yet to concede a goal in these qualifiers. Yet to concede a goal. They've scored 6 goals. They haven't conceded. Curaçao, they got a draw against Trinidad and Tobago, who last we checked were up 2-0. That may very well have changed. They were up 2-0, leading Bermuda, as an under fire or under pressure coach in Dwight York is looking to get a win under his belt. First win in these qualifiers. Yeah, and big up everybody. Big up everybody. If you're just joining, welcome to Halftime TV. If you're just joining, welcome to Halftime TV. We have 38 likes on the video and we have almost 200 people on the live stream. Come on, people. Let's get it to 50 at least. Let's get it to 50 at least. 11 minutes in the game. Bobby D. Cordova-Reid looking good in midfield. Back to full fitness. Always good to see him. We have the Bakuna brothers causing some problems for the Jamaican midfielders as well. Snapping at some ankles. Not allowing a lot of time on the ball. Good driving run there from Ian Free just now. As Curaçao looks to advance. Oop, that play is broken up by Ethan Pinnock, who again, back in the national setup, looks good. So one of the Bakuna brothers is wearing number 7. The next one is wearing number 10. Leandro Bakuna is the one that most of you know. He was the one that was playing in England with Aston Villa. The brother Juninho is the younger brother. But good start. This game is building up to be a very competitive one, and that's what we expected. That's what we wanted for the most part. I think for everyone gathered here this evening on a Friday watching the Jamaica national team and watching Curacao too, you wanted to see competitive football. Even though Jamaica, based on the votes that are coming in, is expected to win this one, I think either way, we expect it to be competitive. We want to see competitive football. We don't want it to be a case where one team rolls over the other. No. We want to see some good football, eh? But yeah, Curaçao looking good in midfield. And Curaçao getting on the score sheet. And this one came, good build-up play as the Jamaican attackers, they failed to keep the ball. Jamaican attackers failed to keep the ball. Good wing play, playing it on the inside, and from about 30 yards out, Comencia rifling one pass, Andre Blake. The fans go crazy as Curacao celebrates. It's blue all around people. The fans are going crazy. This was a brilliant goal. I'm waiting to see if there was any infringements there, whether the Curacao player was shadowing Andre Blake or not. But that number 8, Comenencia, out of Curacao, number 16, playing off the flank, shaking Amari Bell, playing it to Bakuna. He takes a touch, he sets himself up, and he hammers it past Andre Blake to score in the bottom right-hand corner. Andre Blake, he couldn't move. I don't know if he expected that one to go out or what, but he didn't even dive for it. Basically, looked around in disgust as it fired past him. So Livano Comenencia scores Curaçao's first goal of this encounter. And what it means is Curaçao is leading the Reggae Boys by 1-0 at just about the 15-minute mark. This is CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers, and it's Jamaica versus Curaçao, folks. So Curaçao leading courtesy of Comenencia, number 8, the midfielder. Some good build-up play on the right-hand side. Well, good wing play. I won't say good build-up play, but good wing play. Playing it on the inside to Bakuna, who takes a touch, who basically plays it one time, sorry. And Comenencia then takes a touch and hammers it home right next to the official. The official had a front row seat to this one. Brilliant goal from Curaçao. And again, since the beginning of this game, they've looked the brighter of the teams. They have that home support. Fans have been so loud. I think after 15 minutes of football, deserved lead by Curaçao. They've looked the brighter in the first part of this game. Oh, the flares go off as well. We've seen some flares, or is that rain? Yeah, it looks like it's some flares. But it's now set up perfectly for an even better game of football. Now set up perfectly for an even better game, because now Jamaica needs to come out and they need to get on the score sheet. This is the first goal Jamaica is conceding in the World Cup qualifiers, in this round of World Cup qualifiers, I should say. If you recall, a little bit earlier when we were going through the lineups, we mentioned that Jamaica scored 4 goals against Bermuda. Jamaica scored 2 against Trinidad and Tobago. And in both of those games, they managed to keep clean sheets. So Jamaica, 6 goals to the good, 0 goals conceded so far before this game. So Curaçao getting on the score sheet. Good run there from Cephas, but it's a narrower pitch. So I don't expect him to be given as much room as was the case in Jamaica's last outing, where he was afforded all the room on that left-hand flank to maraud down at every opportunity. I expect it to be different this time around. But big up everybody in the comment section. It's just about 19 minutes in this one. Curaçao leads courtesy of a Comenencia 14-minute goal. Brilliant goal it was, might I add. from about 25 yards, I want to say, to the bottom right-hand corner of Andre Blake's goal. He didn't move. He was rooted, flat-footed, some may call it. But no build-up play whatsoever in midfield. Jamaica being overrun in midfield. The ball, I don't know. I think this has to be artificial surface because the ball is not staying. The ball is not staying any at all. The ball is not staying any at all, people. As soon as the ball touches the turf, it's out. There's no little traction on the surface, nothing. Yeah, Tim Sign, the field looks, yeah, the ball, like just watching the ball on the surface. Weird surface. Anyway, we're not here to talk about surface, we're here to talk about the football. And right now we're at 20 minutes in. Yeah, we're in the 20th minute. Curaçao still lead by a goal to nil. Comenencia was on the ball just now. He's a goal scorer, scoring from about 25, 27 yards thereabout. Curaçao looks good value for money, if I'm to be honest with you. Good value for money for Curaçao right now. And again, keep the votes coming in. Have you changed your mind? Have you changed your mind now that Curaçao is in the lead? We have 410 votes that are already in. Who will win it, Jamaica or Curaçao? We still have 79% saying Jamaica. We have 21% saying Curaçao. Keep on smashing the like button. Keep on subscribing to Halftime TV if you haven't yet done so. So offside there against Jamaica. As Tyrese Campbell played it out to Dexter Lembikisa, and then Ian Frey tried to get Bailey Kadamatri in. He missed the target in the end, but was flagged offside regardless. Yeah, Tim saying I agree with you. I agree with you. I think like it's it's a weird field to play on. It's a very weird field to play. I can see it. I can see it. Like since the players walked out on the pitch, I was like, oh, this pitch, this pitch. But again, it's one of those where you just have to get used to it. I think the pitch in Bermuda was similar to this one. The pitch in Bermuda was similar to this one, so I won't complain because both teams have to play on the same pitch. Jamaica beat Bermuda comprehensively on a pitch similar to this. So if I'm to blame the pitch right now, if I'm to blame the pitch right now, it'd be safe to call me a hypocrite. Edward Chapman, big up yourself. Big up yourself, Edward. Greg Blair, big up yourself as well. Bermuda is better, never this awful. True, true, true. So, so the younger of the two Bakunas stretching over on the left-hand side there to cause some problem to Dexter Lembikisa. But Ian Frey, they're playing back that cross in that caught Kadamatri offside. Or was it John Russell? I think it's Scotty Marjorie, number 18. Yeah, Dion Burton-esque. All right, so 24 minutes into this one, and Jamaica is still trailing. Jamaica still trailing Bermuda by a goal to nil. 24 minutes in, Jamaica trailing Bermuda by a goal to nil. Yeah. So it's still 1-0. Both teams trying to get their feet a bit grounded in this one. From an attacking sense, Jamaica hasn't really offered anything since the start of this game. Curaçao, on the other hand, they've looked threatening. Curaçao has looked threatening. Still waiting for the Reggae Boys to settle in this game. But as one of the viewers in the comment section said, this pitch isn't really helping the situation any at all. Because although there are a number of Reggae Boys players in the box at any given time, in the Jamaican box, that is when Curaçao attacks, I don't know, is the ball still getting across the goal? So I don't understand. They said the B team showed real promise. Just remember, people, the good players are the players that do the basic things best, right? So you don't have to be offering all that flair and all that excitement. You just need to master the basics. And right now, Jamaica is struggling in all phases of this game. In possession, I believe it's 64% possession for Curaçao. 64% possession for Curaçao. Jamaica 36%. From an attacking sense, Curaçao looks far more threatening in the final third. Mind you, the goal didn't come from a clear-cut chance, but they still look more attacking, people. They still look more threatening. With CFAS now, let's see. Decisions. So Tyrese Campbell took it down the flank, tried something, ball came across. And this all came from a driving run from Amari Bell. Ball just bubbling all over the place. So how I see it right now, like anywhere you get the ball, you need to kick it at goal. Yeah. Anywhere you get the ball right now, you need to kick it at goal. Anywhere you get it, kick it at goal. Because once that ball hits the surface, it can go anywhere. But Jamaica now looking to pose some threat, and football usually happens in phases, people. And looks like it's Jamaica's phase right now to cause some problem to the Curaçao team. So Jamaica's defenders now on the halfway line. Amari Bell well into the middle of the Curaçao half, just to give you an idea of where the phase of play is. Tyrese Campbell, he's looked Jamaica's most dangerous player in the first 30 minutes of Jamaica versus Curaçao. He's making those runs. He's going down the flank. He has Dexter Lembikisa helping him out every now and then. He's taking on the players in front of him. But Tyrese Campbell, the Rasta on the right, looks a good player. Pushed it past Bakuna on that instance. Cut on the inside, got it on his left leg, and got the shot away, but it was just wide of goal. So Leandro Bakuna is down with an injury. So Curaçao, number 10, their captain, he's down with an injury. We're at the 30-minute mark. Jamaica trail Curaçao. Respect Edward Chapman. Yeah, get it across for sure. Need to get the ball across, I agree. But there's a breaking play right now as the players get some hydration and get some instructions as well from the coach. Chapman says, win needed. Chapman says, win needed indeed. Tim Sain said, we can't keep wasting these chances to find someone in the box. I agree. But a lot of this comes from the training pitch, Because if the coach were instructing these players that when they get to the byline, they need to try and find someone rather than cutting in and kicking at goal, then we may very well see something different. But for the first 30 minutes of this game, I can say it straight off the bat that Curaçao is on top of the Reggae Boys, not only because of the scoreline, but because of how they played. The Looker team that's been properly guided. The Reggae Boys, I don't know if it's the pitch, as Tim Sain said a little bit earlier, but the Reggae Boys, they haven't really settled. And just now was the first time, the last 5 minutes or so, the last 3 minutes, was the first time during this game that we've actually seen the Reggae Boys look as if they can get on the score sheet this evening. In case you're just joining us, goal coming in the 14th minute. Minute number 14, the goal coming for Curaçao from about 25 yards. Comenencia, the number 8 for Curaçao, the midfielder, he scored that one after some good wing play, standing up Amari Bell and playing it inside. Bakuna played it one time to Comenencia, who took a touch and then rifled home to the bottom right-hand corner, leaving Andre Blake flat-footed. So At the 34-minute mark, it is Curacao 1, Jamaica 0, and I would expect the ball possession. I would expect the ball possession to be well in Curaçao's favor as well. So let's provide some of the statistics from the game. Right now, Jamaica growing in the game a little bit more, but still, far as possession goes, Curacao 56% possession, 56.3%. Jamaica 43%, 43.7%. Shots on goal, 2 from Curacao, 1 for Jamaica. Total attempts, 3 from Jamaica, 4 from Curacao. Each goalkeeper has had to make one save, and that answers that. Well, yeah, each goalkeeper a save apiece, and we're at just about 35 minutes in. So Livano Comenencia scoring in the 14th minute. Yeah. So Ronaldo Cephas there, cutting on the inside, going on the inside to see if he can get a little bit more joy and getting his shot away too. So in quick succession, the Reggae Boys have registered a couple of shots. And all of a sudden, the pendulum has shifted and Curacao can't get out of their half. So at the 35-minute mark, 36 minutes in, we haven't seen anything close to good midfield play. But we know that's been the case over the last couple of months or couple of years for Jamaica. Bobby D. Cordova-Reid wins a free kick. The right-hand side of the Curacao half, just about midway in, he wins a free kick and he stands over it. And it is cleared outside for a corner. Yeah, so corner comes in and it's a goal kick. I think we probably need to work on our set pieces, Yeah, we don't defend the set pieces well, and I don't see no variety in the the corners that we have. Usually we have to depend on a second ball or something. But yeah, just about 10 minutes now away from half time. The pair of Bakunas, they've been good. Some good midfield play. Comenencia, I don't know if that goal contributed to his confidence in midfield, but he's been brilliant as well. The goalkeeper, room hasn't really had any difficult saves this evening to make. And it's the same. I don't think Andre Blake has had anything to do outside of taking that ball outside out of the back of his net. And yeah, and a clearance there. But big shout out to everyone who's tuned into Halftime TV this evening as we continue our watch along coverage. It's Jamaica versus Curacao. It's a World Cup qualifiers. The team that tops the group will be on their way to World Cup 2026 happening in North America. So Mexico, Canada, and the United States of America will be hosting. So they automatically qualify. Jamaica now looking to get in on one of those automatic qualifying places as well. As things stand, Jamaica is on top of the group on 6 points, and Curacao is at the base. Well, as things stand right now, Curacao is going to the top of the group as they will be on 7 points, having win 2. If this result stands, having win 2 and draw 1. Jamaica, they would have had 2 wins under their belt and a loss. Again, we're still well over halfway to go. Coming together there with Ian Frey and Bakuna, Juninho Bakuna, that is. I have to be very specific with the Bakunas because, as I said, there's a pair of brothers out there. So respect to everybody who's voted so far. We have 558 votes in. Who wins this one? 74% saying Jamaica, and the 26% remaining saying Curacao. We've had, as far as the views go on this video, we have 8,000 views on it already. Remember, smash the like button, subscribe to Halftime TV if you haven't yet done so. Go ahead and get this one up to at least 100 likes on the video real quick. But big up everybody. Happy Friday. Not so happy right now, really, as Jamaica is down 1-0 against a Curacao team playing on home turf. Literal turf in every sense of the word. Jamaica hasn't been brilliant. The Curacao fans, they've somewhat hushed. But in the first part of this game, they were as loud as they come. And with only 10,000 fans in the stands, very intimate setting, very close. Very close. I mean, there's a track around the pitch, but it still feels very close. They have a lot of cheerleaders there. The fans came out in their blue to cheer on the national team. Everywhere you look, there's blue around this Curaçao stadium. So hats off to the Curaçao supporters for coming out and for supporting their team. Good attack here from, good attack from Curaçao. But Comenencia again will want to take that one back because far easier than the first one. Cutting inside, the ball rolls across his body. And he miskicks to let Andre Blake and the Jamaican defenders off the hook. So again, Curacao getting back into this game somewhat after a brief spell where it seemed as if Jamaica was getting a little bit of momentum. Pushing forward now as they look to end the half on a high. Good build-up play from Curacao though, I must add. Oof. Good reading of the game there from King. Oof. Very close. Very, very close. The number 16 there was very important in that first goal, and again coming close, almost scoring against Andre Blake. I know it was a little bit wide from goal, but almost catching Andre Blake and the Jamaican defenders out again. So when Curaçao goes forward, they look dangerous. And in that occasion, there in that sequence of play, they almost doubled their lead against Jamaica. Jamaica looks to respond strongly. Ethan Pinnock, Bobby D. Cordova Reed. Bobby Reed has been busy in this half, but the passes haven't really been as dangerous as we'd expect them to be. Ian Frey went down a little bit easy there for my liking, and the Jamaican team recycles it as Jonathan Russell beating the goalkeeper there, but Curaçao player at the back post clears it. We spoke about John Russell, goal scoring midfielder, always finds himself in those spots where you're wondering, how does he end up there? So Jonathan Russell on that occasion, finding himself in a good position, directing the ball on goal, beating the goalkeeper, but the Curaçao defender covering in the back post clears it off the line basically. But good spell from the Reggae Boys just now. We're at the 45-minute mark. There are 2 minutes added. 2 minutes added for that injury to Bakuna. 2 minutes added for those stoppages. Well, for that stoppage where Bakuna appeared to have picked up an injury. And back to that sequence of play, Mari Bell playing it into to Jonathan Russell, who directs it past the goalkeeper. And as I said, the defender covering behind his goalkeeper to ensure that the score remains at 1-0. The Reggae Boys are finishing the first half very strong. They didn't start the first half anywhere close to this momentum, but they're looking to end right in front of the goalkeeper, the referee there. Come on. So foul conceded. Just about time for the referee to blow it off for halftime. So halftime TV here saying it is halftime in Curaçao in the game Jamaica versus Curaçao. On your screen, you should be able to see the scores. You should be able to see But let's hear it, folks. What are your thoughts from this first half? What are your thoughts? What are your reactions to Jamaica's first half in this World Cup qualifying game against Curacao? You can see it on your screen here. Okan saying disappointed. Yeah, I can see that. Well, you can see on your screen there the goals 1-0. Ball possession 52.8% from Jamaica, 52.8%, sorry, for Curacao, and 47.2% for Jamaica. Shots, 6 shots for Curacao, 5 for Jamaica, 3 on target each. And we have the only corner in this game coming from Jamaica. But let's hear what are your reactions or what are your assessments of that first half from the Reggae Boys. I think it's very underwhelming, if I'm to be honest with you. They grew into the game, but the pitch may have very well contributed to this game being one of those where you don't want the ball to hit the turf any at all. We don't want the ball to hit the turf any at all. Bex, so as things stand, the results right now, Curacao, if this result stands, will go to the Curacao will be at the top of the table. If this result stands, Curacao will go to the top of the table. If the results stand, Curacao will go to the top of the table. As far as the rest of the matches go, Trinidad is beating Bermuda by 3-0. Suriname and Guatemala, they played a little bit earlier. That game ended 1-1. And we have El Salvador and Panama, which is still to come later on this evening. So El Salvador and Panama starting at 9. We won't cover that one, but if need be, we'll speak a little bit about it if we finish. If we finish and we have a little bit of time. But let's hear it, people. Let's hear it. What says you? What are your takeaways from the first half? Tushima said, I think the Reggae Boys have issues passing the ball. Yeah, it's almost as if they're scared of passing the ball. And this is something that we have been stressing over the last couple of years. We're, quite frankly, I don't know. We'll call it kicky rundown. That's what's been happening. They find the wing players, speed, strength. They find the wing players, and once it gets to the wing players, 1 million down the flank. No build-up play, no cohesion, nothing. And I can say straight off the bat that a Curacao team that when we spoke to it in our preview for this game, on paper, is inferior to the Jamaican national team. And right now, they're looking the better value for money. They're looking better value for money right now, as we're halfway there. Curacao has sent out the number 14, Kenji Gore, to warm up. Curacao sent out the left winger, plays for Maccabi Haifa. They've sent out the left winger to warm up. So we're anticipating that there will be an early change in the second half. As they've sent out Kenji Gore to warm up. Remember, Bakuna went down in what appeared to be an injury, in the first half. So I won't be surprised if, one, if he doesn't come out for the second half, or two, if early in the second half he is substituted. Cheese Mouse 2.0 says Curacao for the win. Well, right now Curacao is playing good football. Right? Curacao is playing the better football, and Curacao deserves the lead right now. At the 45-minute mark, Curacao deserves the lead. But at the midway mark, the lowest rated player on the pitch right now is Andre Blake, and FootMob has Andre Blake ranked at 5.7. He's the lowest ranked player on the pitch right now, and obviously it's because of that goal. The highest ranked player Comenencia because he got on the score sheet. It's a goal that I think Andre Blake, looking back on, he will be thinking he should have done better. But I'm going to turn it over to you, the viewers. You can watch the goal when you get the opportunity and let me know, what are your thoughts? Do you think Andre Blake should have done better with that goal? Is it a goal that you think he shouldn't be conceding at this level? Let me hear it. Let me hear it. Ethan Pinnock, 6.7. Richard King and Dexter Lembikisa. So 3 out of Jamaica's 4 defenders have rankings over 7 or over so far, which I think is testament to the work that the attackers are making them do, because if they didn't really have any work to do, then you wouldn't have seen those rankings. So the Jamaican defenders, they're doing their work. They've been challenged, and so far they've answered those calls to defend. They've put in good showings for this first 45. As I mentioned a little bit earlier in the show, the goal scoring from about 25, 27 yards out. The defenders, maybe they could have done better. Maybe they could have closed down the attacker a little bit faster, a little bit sooner. But I think from a goalkeeping perspective, Andre Blake would have been thinking he should have done better with that. So Bakuna getting the assist, and this is Juninho Bakuna. Leandro Bakuna, he was the one who went down injured a little bit earlier in the half, but we expect him to come out the second half. He's the captain after all. They want to keep him out there by any means. We saw Kenji Gore, the left winger. We saw him go out, and we saw him warming up in the halftime break there. So we'll see if Bakuna comes out for the second half, and 2, if Gore will be coming on when the second half starts. I expect it to be a case where an early substitution second half, because usually that's how it works. Like, a coach generally gives you maybe 10 minutes into the second half, or waits until maybe the 60-minute mark thereabout, and then they make the change. We'll see if that's how it plays out this evening in this one. But 45 minutes in, Jamaica 0, Curaçao 1. Jamaica 0, Curaçao 1. Big shout out to everybody who smashed the like button. We're up to 66 likes on the video, almost 10,000 views on the video as well. So keep on smashing the like button. Keep on smashing the like button. And for those who haven't subscribed as yet, go ahead and subscribe to Halftime TV right now. We have 669 votes in. 73% of those who have voted so far say they expect Jamaica to win, while 27% are saying Curacao for the win. Interesting stuff. J Gaming 8C, Curacao got this. Curacao got this. We've seen some Curacao fans coming out. We like to see the Curacao fans. Drop some flags in the comment section if you're tuning in from Curacao. Drop some Curacao flags in the comment section. Drop some Curacao flags in the comment section, people. Let's put some vibe in the comment section from the Curacao folks. After all, Curacao, you're leading. We need to see some Curacao energy in the comment section, because you're one up on the Reggae Boys. You're one up on the Reggae Boys. The big bad Reggae Boys. You're leading by 1-0. A brilliant goal from an attacker's perspective. Poor goal from a goalkeeping perspective. But yeah. Yeah, man, Curacao all the way. We've seen the Curacao flags. Dutch coach not sleeping Penny Pablo. So the second 45 is coming in hot. Second 45 coming in hot. Jamaica versus Curacao. We're almost on the other side of the half as the players have begun coming out. Trinidad, yep, so the Trinidad game is complete now. Trinidad game finished. Trinidad winning. Goals coming from Sealy, Spicer, and Henry in the 10th, 30th, and 49th minute. So Trinidad, 10th, 30th, and 49th minute, 53% possession in that one. Trinidad, they had a total of 22 shots, 3 big chances created, and from those 3 big chances, they got 3 goals. Well, 3 big chances and 3 goals. We don't necessarily know if the 3 goals came from those big chances, but Trinidad winning, good for Coach Dwight York. He needed that win, and as of now, it's still as you were really for Trinidad because they're in 3rd place. Curacao leading Jamaica means Curacao is now on top of the group as things stand. These are live results, people. So Curacao is on top of the group. Jamaica is in 2nd place. Curacao would have had a set of results where they've played 3, they've won 2, and they've drawn 1, and they have a goal difference of +2. Jamaica played 3, won 2, draw 0, and lost 1. And again, these are live results, so it's based on what's happening now in this game, Jamaica versus Curacao. If Curacao can hold off, if Curacao can basically hold on to this one, I think Curacao would be happy that they would be moving to the top of the group. But most people were looking at, the fun thing, most people were looking at Trinidad and Tobago to be the main threat from this group. And we did, when the group was announced initially, we gave our assessment and we said Curacao was the team to pay attention to, and not really Trinidad and Tobago, because Dwight York was still figuring things out down there in Trinidad, was still trying to basically get his best team together and to kind of leave his mark on the team somewhat. Whether or not beating Bermuda 3-0 is an indication of that, I don't really think so. All the teams in this group have beaten Bermuda so far, so I don't really think there's too much to read into this result for Trinidad as far as where they're at as a team. But had they lost or drawn against Bermuda, I think there'll be some serious questions, and who knows, Dwight York may very well would have been without a job come tomorrow morning. But we're not talking about that. The Reggae Boys are back on the pitch. The Reggae Boys are back on the pitch, and the change that we told you about, Gore, he's coming on, not for Bakuna though. Gore, he came on, not for Bakuna. So Gore has come on, and let's see who is replaced. Looks as if it's Hansen. So Gore, the number 14, the left winger, he's come on for Hansen. He's come on for Sanjay Hansen on the left-hand side, as we've kicked off the second half. Straight off the bat, Curacao looking to penetrate this Jamaican defense from the left-hand side. Haven't seen anything from Bailey Kadamatri in this first half, if I'm to be honest with you. He'll be looking to change that come the second half. But it's halftime TV here, viewers and subscribers. And now we're over to the second half of Jamaica versus Curacao. Second half, Jamaica versus Curacao. Let's see. I'm trying to get the layout that works best for everybody. All right, so second half off to a more intense start. Second half off to a more intense start as the Reggae Boys, they look to get back into this game. Yeah, intense start from the Reggae Boys. I think Cephas got an earful in that changing room because he's out and he's looking like a man on a mission. So, having seen what happened in that first half, Jamaica will want to ensure that whenever Comenencia gets the ball anywhere near 25 yards out, they'll want to close him down. Gore, fresh on the pitch, he's looking threatening on that left-hand side. Very close to goal there. Should have been 1-1 from that chance as Jamaica headed wide. We've seen a lot of Jamaican flags in the comment section. We've seen a lot of flags representing Curaçao as well. The score is Jamaica 0, Curaçao 1. Goal coming in the 14th minute from Comenencia. Scored that goal from about 25/27 yards out, leaving Andre Blake questioning himself and his goalkeeping abilities. But good stuff, Curacao doing what they need to do. They will want to weather this early Reggae Boys storm in the second half because Ronaldo Cephas Ronaldo Cephas running and running away, leaving the ball behind him already in the second half here. So Gore, since his introduction to the field, he's been threatening. He looks good, looks dangerous for Curacao. Dexter Lembikisa, long and hopeful there as Bailey Kadimatri pressures the Curacao defenders into an error there, winning is it a throw in? We've seen the referee pointing. We don't know if it's a throw in or if it's a foul. Well, it's a throw in. So good hustle from Bailey Kadimatri. He's wearing that number 12 jersey. "52 minutes in, Reggae Boys 0, Curacao 1. Interesting game of football here. Very interesting game. And we are constantly looking at the polls to see what it's saying, because right now we're seeing 781 votes that are in, 73% saying they expect Jamaica to win still, while the rest are saying Curacao. 27% saying Curacao. And as far as Twitter goes, let's go over to Twitter and see. Let's hear what folks are saying on Twitter. Really glad I witnessed the personality, courage, and fight shown in the 1998 boys. Different breed. As limited as they were, they would give this crop a few lessons. Irrespective of how this game ends up, one thing is clear: if Jamaica was drawn in any other group, World Cup qualification would have been an impossible task. All right. So just checking out on Twitter to see and to hear what folks are saying over there. Folks seem disgruntled, not so happy based on what I'm seeing straight off the bat. But there's still time for the Reggae Boys to correct that. Mhm. Reggae Boys has no midfield presence. That one is coming from Thanos. Reggae Boys working with a Bob Marley 20 minutes in. So this one came a little bit earlier, 20 minutes in, and I don't think Reggae Boys have put 3 passes together. So that's what the folks on Twitter are saying. Let's go back over to the game as Tyrese Campbell makes a marauding run down the right hand side and goes down a little bit too soft for the referee's liking, and he points to the goal kick. But we're checking out the folks in the comment section. First responder saying it's clear our football is in the wrong hands. All right, first responder. Big up yourself. Let me pin that comment there. And this is something that Jamaicans keep the hope I don't hate on y'all. This is something that's been said time and time again, first responder. Time and time again. We won't go into that though, as Tyrese Campbell again weaves his way through, and Ronaldo Cephas rifles one down the throat of the goalkeeper. He saves that one to his left-hand side. And Curacao gets it clear back with Andre Blake, and the Reggae Boys can start again. So up to 76 likes on this video, people. Let's get it to 100. Let's get it to 100. 76 likes on the video. 24 away from 100. Go ahead and smash the like button right now. Go ahead, smash the like button right now if you haven't yet done so. Let's get this video to 100 real quick. So Curacao now making some substitutions. Coach seen that the momentum is fully in the Reggae Boys' favor. So he prepares number 17 to come on. And the number 17 for Curacao, Tyrese Noslin. So the coach preparing Tyrese Noslin to come on. So now we have two Tyreses on the pitch. Tyrese Campbell with that weaving run a little bit earlier that I mentioned. And now Tyrese Noslin coming on for the number 16 for Curacao. He was incremental in that early goal. Margarita is his name. Dribbled down the right hand side. So that's his contribution for the evening, and I think his coach will be happy with that. I love my country, sweet Jamaica, but tell you the truth, Jamaica will. All right, we'll see the rest in a second. Curacao breaks up that play, and Leandro Bacuna brings his team forward, lays it off to his brother. Oh, Junino Bacuna. And they're at the flank. No, plays it back to his brother. The Bacuna brothers basically toying with the Jamaicans on that left-hand side. Still waiting to make the change, Tyrese Noslin. And Ian Frey, Reggae Boys, Ian Frey picks up the first yellow card of this game. Ian Frey picks up the first yellow card of this game, pulling on the Curacao player right in front of the referee. Ref will not be happy with that. And it appears the player has injured. The player has been injured in the process. I would warm up Whisper and Dixon about no first responder. All right, we need first responder in that coaching area. Jamaica will not make it to the World Cup. Sad to say. Oof. All right. So the medics introduced to the pitch to give some attention to Bacuna there. Coach Steve McLaren looking to make a bunch of changes. So Coach Steve McLaren looking to make a bunch of changes as the third official or the fourth official. The fourth official puts up the sign for the changes. So Kaheem Dixon is on, Shamar Nicholson is on as well. We have Brownman times 2 coming off. So 2 Brownman coming off. Jonathan Russell coming off. Kaheem Dixon going on for Jonathan Russell. And Shamar Nicholson replacing Bailey Kadimatri. So Coach Steve McLaren has made some early changes, having seen that things aren't really going his way in this second half, putting on Kaheem Dixon, offer some pace, some guile in the attacking phase. Ronaldo Cephas This is his third dribble, the second half, and Shamar Nicholson almost scoring with his very first touch of the ball as Cephas got that ball in. Shamar Nicholson, little bit of a fumble, almost got on the end of that. But Ronaldo Cephas, he's looked bright in the second half. We were hoping to see more of that in the first half. We didn't see it. But as I said, Shamar Nicholson almost scoring with his first touch of the ball. Richard King, as the corner comes in. Richard King, another clear header that he should have been doing much better with. He beats the turf in disappointment because he knows it too. Yeah, but people asking for whisper. People asking for whisper. Right, so still happening. Kaim Dixon finding Bobby D. Cordova-Reed on the edge of the 18-yard box, and all of a sudden, it's all Jamaica. It's 64 minutes in, and the Reggae Boys right now, they look as if they're most likely to get the next goal in this game. Just over 60 minutes gone in this game. 1-0 still in favor of Curaçao. Goal coming in the 14th minute from the Curaçao number 8 player. Comenencia. Jamaica always defending themselves. All right, always almost getting in some trouble there as the Bakuna tries a 360, it works, and he plays it out for a Jamaica goal kick. And that's Gore. That's Kenji Gore, one of the substitutes. Tyrese Noslin, he came on. He's on the field. So Curaçao, they've changed both their wingers. They've changed Hansen in the, I think, the 46th minute. Yep. And they've changed Margarita in the 58th minute. Jamaica has changed a couple of their attackers as well. Kaim Dixon and Shamar Nicholson replacing Jonathan Russell and Bailey Kadamatri. Those changes coming in the 61st minute. So, Andre Blake not having to make too many saves this evening. The Curaçao goalkeeper, as a matter of fact, has had more to do than Andre Blake. But overall play, Curaçao has looked better. Jamaica has some good individual players, and that's why I think them getting a goal and them looking as dangerous as they're looking right now, if they got on the score sheet, it would have been warranted because they've grown into this game in the second half in particular. Curaçao, right now, they cannot get out of their half. Cannot get out of the half right now, Curaçao. Ball possession still in Curaçao's favor, 51% to 49%. Expected goal, Jamaica 0.86, Curaçao 0.29. Total shots, 10 from Jamaica, 6 from Curaçao. Big chances created, 1 from Jamaica. Curaçao hasn't created any because, as I said, the goal was was something fully unexpected. I'm receiving text messages as well, folks asking me who I think is better, Jamaica or Manchester United. Interesting question there. Interesting question there. We won't speak on it. We won't speak on it. But the Bakuna brothers, they've been together as a collective, a force to be reckoned with in the middle of the park against Jamaica. The number 7 and the number 10 for Curacao, they look dangerous. Oh, and 2-0. Curacao have scored again. Curacao have scored again. Brilliant goal. And Dick Advocat, all of a sudden, he looks like a genius. Dick Advocat looks a genius right now as his substitute, the left winger that he brought on in the 46th minute, Kenji Gore. He gets on the score sheet. Ball comes across the 6-yard box. Jamaican defender fails to deal with it. Curacao number 9, Locadia, he gets a foot on it, and it ends up in the path of Gore, who takes a touch, sets himself up perfectly on the inside, and then he boots it past Andre Blake in the left-hand side of the goal. So on the top left-hand side of the goal, Andre Blake, no chance on this one. Brilliant goal. Brilliant goal. So at 68 minutes, it's Curacao 2, Jamaica 0. 68 minutes, Curacao 2, Jamaica 0. Goals coming in the 14th and in the 68th minute from Comenencia and Gore. So Kenji Gore scoring in the 68th minute, Comenencia scoring in the 14th minute. Coach Steve McLaren and his coaching staff, they're shuffling right now. They don't know what to do. They're shell-shocked because Curacao, as things stand, they're going top of the group with 3 games left to play. So once more, it seems as if Jamaica will be depending on results to go their way elsewhere if they are to win this group. Don't worry, they still have Curacao to play at home. So, still time. Shamar Nicholson, again, so close, getting in there, directing past the goalkeeper, but only wide of goal this time around. Some good work from Dexter Lembikisa to put him in that position after he received the pass from Richard King. Lembikisa taking it, playing it inside, and Tyrese Campbell finding the through ball to Shamar Nicholson, who diverts it just wide of the right stick. So 70 minutes in, Jamaica trailing 2-0. This game is being played in Curacao. Jamaica has 20 minutes to get back into this game and to leave Curacao with a result. Let's go over to the comment section, to the Twitter folks who are tweeting right now to hear what they have to say about this one. Once again, Reggae Boys disappoints. Chronics dropped. Reggae Boys literally can't spoil my day. Reggae Boys had one job, Jamaica doing their usual thing. I don't know why I keep watching the Reggae Boys. Reggae Boys not serious. Chronics drop a bang and Reggae Boys drop a stinker. So it's safe to say, Murray said, Reggae Boy successfully ruined my Friday. A lot of folks have already given up. They've already thrown in the towel, as we have Joshawn Anglin and Ramon Burrell, as well as Anderson getting ready to come on. No, we don't have Burrell. We have Joshawn Anglin and who else is there? Let's see. Joshawn Anglin and Karai Anderson. They replace Ian Frey and Bobby D. Cordova-Reed. So four substitutions from Steve McLaren. Four substitutions from Steve McLaren. We've seen the introductions of Karai Anderson, Joshawn Anglin, Shamar Nicholson, who's already gotten two chances to get on the score sheet, and Kaheem Dixon, who's looked bright in the few minutes that he's been on the pitch. Rocky said they're playing like they're tired. They don't read each other well. That's where the comments are coming in. Now I'm going over to the votes because there's still some folks on here who will win. 919 votes in already. And we have 71% saying Jamaica and 29% saying Curacao. We're just at 88 likes on this video, people. Go ahead, hit the like button. 12 likes away from 100. We have 13,500 views on it. Come on, people. You can do better. Blame Blake for the first goal. Yeah, Blake must be disappointed with himself on that first goal. All right, just about 15 minutes to go for the Jamaican team to get a result from Curaçao, as the Bakuna brothers are now in defensive mode. They've dominated the midfield all night, and now they're back helping the defenders. That is Jamaica, and we need to bring one up a little. Christopher Tyrell. That's a hilarious one, Christopher Tyrell. Ooh. So, heart in mouth moment there from Joshawn Anglin, as his first contribution to the game could have been a penalty. Referee waved it away. Too soft for his liking. Too soft for my liking as well, as Anglin played the ball back to Andre Blake and appeared to have stepped on the foot of the Curacao attacker. Richard King, now in attacking mode. He's well advanced on the right-hand side of the pitch, trying to make something happen. Karai Anderson, playing in number 16 for the Jamaican team, plays it to Tyrese Campbell. The number 7 gets it to Kaheem Dixon in the middle. And Dixon is playing in number 9, Joshawn Anglin. Shamar Nicholson hitting the deck. Jamaica needs a goal to set it up for a fireworks ending. So Curacao, as we have observed, 77 minutes in, they've been good value for money. Curacao, good value for money. They look a good football team. They look a good football team, and they have some really, really good fans in the stands cheering them on as well. All right. Jay Matheson saying Jamaica doesn't have a team, only a bunch of individual talents. I think so. I agree with you, and we can see it with Curacao. They're playing good football. You know, like the second half, they're trying to manage the game, but even in the first half, like they look a good football team. So in case you're just joining us, it's 2-0 in favor of Curacao. Goals coming from Comenencia and Gore in the 14th and the 68th minute, respectively. Coach Steve McLaren has made 4 of his 5 substitutions. Coach Steve McLaren, 4 out of his 5 substitutions. Kaheem Dixon, Shamar Nicholson, Joshawn Anglin, and Karoy Anderson have all been introduced to the game. Shamar Nicholson has gotten a pair of chances since he came on the pitch, both really from point blank range, and on both occasions he directed wide. Joshawn Anglin just now coming through and getting a shot off, but that shot was more aimed at, I don't know, the lights. So the team in number 1 qualifies automatically. Then number 2 has the chance of qualifying, of making it to the playoffs. So Dujon Richards, that's Whisper, he's now been introduced to the game. Richards on, Whisper on. So for those who have been asking, Whisper is now on. As Coach Steve McLaren looks to salvage something from this game. 80 minutes, only 10 minutes to go. Reggae Boys need to do it now. If there is something to be gotten from this game, they need to do it now. Coach Steve McLaren has made all 5 changes. Tyrese Campbell, the last of those substitutions, coming just a few minutes ago. Dujon Richards replacing him. And already he's pointing, he's begging for the ball. He wants to get onto it. Tricky pitch. So they have to be very careful in reading those bounces. So big shout out to everyone who's on the live stream this evening. As I've said, we don't really do the live streams for the football too often, because obviously football isn't happening, especially international football, as frequent. But I think we'll be doing some live stream on the weekend, next weekend, for the English Premier League as well. So stay tuned for those, as we will just be doing some live streams, football live streams straight through. We're up to 34,000 subscribers. So for everyone who's subscribed to Halftime TV, big up on yourself and thank you for supporting the movement. 14,000 views on this video so far. Keep those coming in, and we're 3 likes away from 100. So go ahead and smash the like button right now. Who will win? 958 votes have been submitted. 70% of you are saying Jamaica. Then we have 30% saying Curacao. Even at 2-0 down, and 8 minutes to go in the game, the Reggae Boys fans still saying they expect Jamaica to win. So it's good to see that folks have confidence in their team. Seems like it isn't this World Cup they're trying to go. All right. O'Shane, God please help my sweet Jamaica. All right, folks. Jamaica versus Curacao at the 83-minute mark. It is Curacao 2, Jamaica 0. Goals coming in the 14th and the 68th minute from Comenencia and Gore. John Richards giving the ball away too easy on that occasion, as Bakuna's down was kicked after he played the ball. Whisper gets a touch as Bakuna gets back to his feet. I think Curacao right now isn't really trying to get forward, and is basically just trying to see this game out. Oof. Shot coming from about 35 yards on that occasion from, let me see who had that shot in. But the goalkeeper hits the deck and he's complaining about something, obviously time wasting. And they see that one clear. Ethan Pinnock. Ethan Pinnock gets a header away, but it is wide of goal. Again, looking at the corner, Karai Anderson got that header in. I beg your pardon. So Curacao now looking to get their team forward, because we know when it comes down to defending, if you're constantly defending, you're gonna get tired, you're gonna get exhausted, and you're gonna make a mistake. Richards, on that occasion, collects it in his own box and takes it upfield. Karai Anderson, good silky turn in midfield, plays it wide to Amari Bell. Jamaicans too slow in their build-up for my liking right now, and not really playing like they're trying to get 2 goals back, as everything right now is happening in front of the Curacao team. So Richards cuts inside, gets his shot away, but the shot is blocked by Shamar Nicholson. Shot is blocked by Shamar Nicholson. That shot that we spoke about a little bit earlier came from Joshawn Anglin from about 35 meters out, as he tried to catch the goalkeeper out. All right. So the goal scorer, Comenencia, he's exiting the pitch on the 87th minute. And while that's happening, let's do a quick check. Let's do a quick pulse check to hear what folks are saying on Twitter about the Reggae Boys. Someone saying here, liquidate the Reggae Boys. Reggae Boys coming like the second they start showing off. I won't even say that one out loud. All right, so Reggae Boys are a big disappointment. Not even schoolboy football looks like this. The Reggae Boys are losing to Curaçao. Lots of people still can't believe. All right, Dujon Richards pushes forward, tries to get a shot in there, but no opening. And Curaçao launches it forward. It's one defender back right now. It's Ethan Pinnock, and everybody else is in the Curaçao half, as it needs to be, because they're chasing the game. So on the 88th minute, 2 minutes to go, plus I expect maybe 4 or 5 minutes stoppage time based on how this goalkeeper has been in the second half. Jamaica is trailing Curaçao, trailing 2 goals. 2 goals down against Curaçao. If they can narrow the deficit. Yep, so goal, Richard King. Goal from Richard King. Still time to get another one. Still time to get another one. Still time to get another one. Richard King, he has been advancing. He has been getting into that box. He played it inside for Richards. Richards played it back. He played it wide out to Joshawn Anglin. Or is it Amari Bell? Looks like Amari Bell. But Richard King running through on goal like a striker and doing what Shamar Nicholson should have done on that occasion, playing it to the right-hand side of the goalkeeper. But Richard King gets Jamaica on the score sheet. Michael Ricketts and company in the stands. They're looking hopeful, like Jamaica can still get something from this game. As I mentioned a little bit earlier in this one, as things stand right now, Jamaica will be satisfied with leaving with even a point from this game, considering how things went. The assist there going to Kaheem Dixon. Good center forward play from Kaheem Dixon. Control it in the 18-yard box. Curaçao defenders flat-footed. Played it across goal. So there's a VAR check happening. Wonder why. Is Kaheem Dixon offside? I don't think this check should be long. Oh, so the referee has been invited over to the monitor. So I don't understand why he's been invited over to the monitor. It's either a foul or an offside, but if it's an offside play, I don't understand. Like, this doesn't make any sense. Oh, so it's a block. Oh, okay, I understand now. So this call is basically for a blocking. So Karoy Anderson in an offside position, blocking the defender. I think this goal will be chalked off, you know. I think this goal will be chalked off. I think this goal will be chalked off because Karoy Anderson in an offside position. Yep. Karoy Anderson in an offside position, blocking off the defender because that first touch from Richard King was a little bit heavy, and had Karoy Anderson not been there blocking off the defender, then the defender may possibly would have been able to intervene or to stop that play. So yeah, I can understand why the referee is blowing this one as offside. Yep. I can understand why the referee is blowing that one as offside, because as we saw in that build-up play. So let me explain to those who aren't watching the game. So Karai Anderson was in an offside position. Richard King got a ball from Kaheem Dixon. His first touch led him through, but the first touch was a little bit heavy, kind of like to set him up. But Karai Anderson, coming from an offside position, blocked off the defender. And in blocking off the defender, the fact that he was coming from an offside position, he interfered with the play. So he came active in the sequence of events. And as such, the goal was ruled offside. Rightfully so, as I said. At least in my opinion. All right, so 5 minutes added at the end of this one. But as we saw just now, there were stoppages. As we saw just now, there were stoppages, and the board with 5 minutes came up. Like the goal check happened after the board went up with 5 minutes. So I expect this game to play until 98 minutes thereabout. So still about 4 minutes left to play in this game. Can Jamaica get another goal? Can Jamaica get another goal is the big question. Can Jamaica get another goal? They got that one, but offside. Good finishing though from Richard King. Shamar Nicholson. Had he been as clinical on the day as Richard King is, I think Jamaica would have been level in this game. But I think I'm being too harsh with Shamar Nicholson, you know. At least he would have gotten one back. Put it that way. So for those voting, thank you so very much for your votes coming in. 69%. We have 1,007 folks voted. 69% saying they think Jamaica will win. 31% saying Curaçao for the win. The Bakunas, they had brilliant games between two of them. Leandro Bacuna and Juninho Bacuna. Right now, Juninho Bacuna is on the deck. The Curaçao number 7 player. He's on the deck, but guess what? He's off the pitch. So play doesn't need to pause since he's not on the pitch. The medical team currently tending to him. Long through in the corner. Richard King clears it. And there's a push on Karai Anderson by the other half of the Bacuna brothers, Leandro Bacuna. Well past 90 minutes in this one, as Jamaica continues their quest to get back into the game. Oof. Attempt at a cross from Ronaldo Cephas. I think he was trying to get that one across the ocean rather than across the pitch there. But he rifles it into the night sky. It was supposed to be a cross. and it's a goal kick to Curaçao. So by my calculations, about 2 minutes left in this game. Well, a minute and a half left in this game. If the Reggae Boys are lucky. About a minute and a half left in the game. Jamaica hasn't been resourceful from these corners this evening. So they've gotten in good positions. Dejon Richards trying, it's the third time I've seen him trying to make those cheeky passes, not working out. Shamar Nicholson on that occasion shrugging his shoulders. A few choice words for Whisper as well, as he's asking why you didn't pass him the ball. So we're at the 98-minute mark. 98-minute mark. Anything from here on is at the discretion of the referee. Anything from here on is at the discretion of the referee. And so said, so done, at the discretion of the referee. Just about 99th minute mark, the referee has called it quits. He's seen enough, and he's called it off. Game over. Jamaica loses to Curaçao by 2-0. The home crowd is happy. They're elated as Shamar Nicholson pulled rank on that last free kick. Took about 8-9 steps and he fired it over the goal. No consideration whatsoever in this one. The referee was as disgusted at that free kick as most of the fans at home were, and he decides, hey, that's it, it's over with. First responder Shamar still a rundown ball. So at the end of the game, 2 goals for Curaçao. Goals coming from Comenencia and Gore in the 14th and the 68th minute, respectively. Goals coming from Comenencia and Gore in the 14th and the 68th minute. Jamaica didn't offer anything on the day, if I'm to be frank with you. I didn't see a save from the Curaçao goalkeeper that had me thinking, whoa, that was brilliant. But the same was the case for Andre Blake. The 2 occasions that he had real work to do were the 2 occasions that he took the ball out of the back of his net. So Curaçao, I think on the day, on the balance of things, they deserve this victory. And at the end of it, they come away 2-goal winners over the Reggae Boys. What that means is Curaçao are currently top of the group. Curaçao are currently top of the group. Yep, Curaçao, top of the group. Jamaica in second. Let me see if I can share the screen for you. Okay. So you should be able to see it on your screen now. Curaçao are on top of the group with, see the points here, 7 points. Jamaica in second place with 6 points. So before this game, Jamaica hadn't conceded anything. They had kept 2 clean sheets. And now we're seeing Curaçao blanking Jamaica 2-0. So plus minus here, 5 goals scored by Curacao, 2 goals conceded. Jamaica 6 goals scored, 2 goals conceded. Curacao on 7 points. Yep, our first touches were poor. The pitch was really bad. Let me add that to it. The pitch was really bad, but we have to be mindful that Curacao was playing on the same pitch as well. So that's not even an excuse. But Jamaica finished this one losers as Curacao come away victors with a 2-0 win over the Reggae Boys. Jamaica will need to go back to the drawing board and they'll need to come back bigger and better at the National Stadium on Tuesday if they expect to get a result from that one. Because trust me, this that we just saw, this definitely was not it. And they need to do way better than this if they intend on going to the World Cup. Dick Advocat and his Curacao team, they're currently in a huddle in the middle of the pitch as they concentrate on the next game and work out the game. Well, basically congratulating themselves for a job well done on the evening. This is Halftime TV, and we're going to leave it at that for now. Stay tuned for our reaction to this game. So that video will be coming up in quick succession. I think by the next 30 minutes or so, it should be on the channel here. But massive disappointment for the Reggae Boys fans. And as far as the votes go, we had 1,040 folks voting, 68% saying they thought Jamaica would win, and 32% saying they expected Curacao to come away victorious. We'll end the polls there. Thank you again to everybody who tuned in. Thanks for subscribing to Halftime TV. And if you haven't yet done so, go ahead, smash the like button right now. Enjoy what's left of your weekend. Until next time.